Life as a chosen one isn't easy, but it's not meant to be. You've been set apart, given a purpose that others might not understand. This journey of yours, with all its ups and downs, isn't ordinary. It's a divine calling, a path paved with challenges meant to shape you into the person you're destined to become. Have you ever wondered why your life seems so different from others? Why the struggles you face seem more intense? And why, despite everything, there's an unshakable feeling inside you telling you to keep going? That's because being chosen means you're on a mission, even if you don't fully understand it yet. Today, we're going to explore what it truly means to be a chosen one, why your life feels harder, why the people around you sometimes don't understand you, and why you faced so much opposition. But more importantly, we'll uncover how these experiences are preparing you for something far greater than you can imagine. Chosen ones often feel isolated or misunderstood. It's as if the world speaks one language and you speak another. But know this, you're not alone. Every difficulty, every heartbreak, and every setback is part of a bigger plan, a plan designed to prepare you for your unique purpose. This isn't just a story about struggles. It's about transformation, growth, and stepping into the role you were always meant to fulfill. By the end of this, you'll see how your trials are the foundation of your strength, and you'll be ready to embrace the incredible destiny that awaits you. Stay tuned, because what lies ahead will help you understand your life in ways you never thought possible. Life as a chosen one often begins with hardship. From an early age, you may have faced challenges that others couldn't understand. Betrayals, loneliness, and moments of despair. These struggles were not random, they were intentional. You've been walking a path that has been refining you, preparing you for the calling you were born to fulfill. Think about the storms you've weathered. Each one might have felt unbearable in the moment, but when you look back, can you see how they shaped you? Every trial, no matter how painful, was like a sculptor's chisel, carving you into a masterpiece. Without those moments of brokenness, you wouldn't have developed the strength, wisdom, and resilience you carry today. One of the most profound truths for chosen ones is that their lives are never ordinary. The difficulties you face are not there to destroy you, but to prepare you. Imagine gold being refined in fire. It has to endure intense heat to emerge pure and radiant. That's what your challenges have been doing for you. They're refining you, removing what doesn't belong, and strengthening you for the purpose you're meant to fulfill. You've likely experienced moments where you questioned your worth. Maybe you felt invisible or unimportant. But let me tell you this, your struggles are proof of your importance. The enemy doesn't attack what isn't valuable. The reason you faced so much resistance is that there's something extraordinary within you, something the world desperately needs. Take, for example, the story of Jesus. Before he began his mission, he faced temptations in the wilderness. Satan tried to derail him, offering shortcuts to power and glory. But Jesus resisted because he understood the importance of staying true to his purpose. Your journey is no different. The opposition you face is a sign that you're on the brink of something incredible. Chosen ones often find that their greatest struggles come from those closest to them. Friends, family, and even loved ones may misunderstand you or doubt you. This isn't because you've done anything wrong, it's because your path is different. When people don't understand your calling, they might unintentionally become obstacles in your journey. But remember this, Even Jesus was doubted by those in his hometown. You're not alone in this experience. These challenges are part of a spiritual awakening. The pain you've endured is waking you up to a higher purpose. It's teaching you to rely not on the opinions of others, but on the inner strength and guidance that comes from your Creator. The more you embrace this, the more you'll realize that your struggles are not setbacks. They're setups for a breakthrough. In these moments of hardship, it's easy to feel abandoned. You might wonder if God is listening, if He sees your pain. But know this: God's silence is not His absence. Often, when it feels like He's the farthest away, He's actually the closest. He's allowing you to grow, to build the endurance and faith you'll need for the next chapter of your journey. You're being prepared for something far greater than you can imagine. The weight of your trials is equal to the magnitude of your calling. If you've ever felt like giving up, remember this: the closer you are to your breakthrough, the harder the resistance becomes. That's how you know you're on the right path. Stay focused, stay strong. The struggles you face are not in vain. They're the foundation for the extraordinary life you're being called to live. And as you move forward, you'll begin to see how every challenge, every heartbreak, and every moment of doubt was leading you to this point. A point where you can finally step into your purpose with confidence and clarity. Have you ever felt like you don't belong, like the world around you moves in one direction, but your spirit pulls you in another? That feeling isn't a coincidence. It's one of the many signs that you're a chosen one. People like you often sense things differently, see things others can't, and carry a deep awareness of something greater. It's as if your soul knows a truth that others have yet to discover. Being a chosen one means your journey is unique, and with that uniqueness comes certain signs that set you apart. Let's talk about those signs, those moments that confirm you've been called for a higher purpose. One of the first signs is a deep sense of isolation. You might feel disconnected from the people around you, even from those you love. It's not because there's something wrong with you, it's because your path is different. Chosen ones are often called to walk alone for a season. This solitude is not a punishment, it's preparation. In the quiet, away from distractions, you're able to hear the whispers of your soul and the guidance of your Creator. Another sign is resilience. Have you ever noticed how, no matter how many times life knocks you down, you find a way to get back up? That's not just strength, that's purpose. You've been equipped with an inner power that allows you to overcome obstacles that would break most people. It's this resilience that will carry you through the challenges ahead and prepare you for the mission you're meant to fulfill. Spiritual experiences are another indicator of your calling. Perhaps you've had moments where you felt a deep connection to something greater than yourself. Maybe you've had dreams, visions, or unexplainable coincidences that seem too meaningful to ignore. These experiences are not random. They're signs. They're reminders that you're not walking this path alone, and that there's a higher power guiding you every step of the way. Chosen ones also often feel a strong pull toward helping others. You might find yourself drawn to acts of kindness, even when it's inconvenient or unreciprocated. This is because your purpose is tied to serving others, to being a light in the darkness. Your heart naturally gravitates toward compassion because you were created to make a difference in the lives of those around you. But with these signs comes opposition. The closer you get to fulfilling your purpose, the more resistance you'll face. This resistance often comes from unexpected places. Friends, family, or even strangers might doubt you, criticize you, or try to pull you away from your path. It's important to remember that this opposition is not a reflection of your worth or your calling. It's a sign that you're on the right track. Look at the story of David in the Bible. Before he became king, he was just a shepherd boy, overlooked and underestimated. But God saw his heart and knew his potential. David faced countless obstacles, from battling lions and giants to enduring betrayal and exile. Yet through it all, he remained faithful, and in time, he stepped into the destiny God had prepared for him. Your journey is similar. The trials you face are not meant to break you. They're meant to build you. They're equipping you with the strength, wisdom, and character you'll need to step into your purpose. You might feel like your life is a series of detours and delays, but trust this: every step, even the ones that feel like setbacks, is part of the plan. Nothing is wasted. Every experience, every struggle, every moment of doubt is shaping you into the person you're meant to be. And when the time is right, everything will come together. The pieces of your life that once felt scattered and chaotic will fit perfectly, revealing a picture of purpose and destiny. You look back and see that every step, every struggle, and every sacrifice was leading you to this moment. So if you're feeling lost, misunderstood, or overwhelmed, take heart. These are signs that you're on the right path. You are not alone, and you are not forgotten. You are chosen, and your journey is unfolding exactly as it should. Hold on to this truth. You are being prepared for something extraordinary. Your struggles are not a sign of failure. They're a sign of progress. Keep moving forward and trust that the best is yet to come. One of the hardest truths to accept as a chosen one is that your journey requires patience. Waiting is never easy, especially when you feel a deep calling for something greater. But in that waiting, something powerful happens. God uses this time to shape you, strengthen you, and prepare you for the blessings ahead. You may wonder why it feels like your life is on pause. Why, despite all your efforts, things aren't moving as quickly as you hoped. This waiting period isn't a punishment, it's part of the process. Think about a seed planted in the ground. Before it can grow into a tree, it must first take root in the darkness of the soil. That darkness isn't the end, it's the beginning. Similarly, your waiting period is where the roots of your purpose are growing deeper. Take the story of Joseph as an example. He was given a vision of greatness as a young man, but his journey to that vision was anything but smooth. He was betrayed by his brothers, sold into slavery, and imprisoned for a crime he didn't commit. For years, it seemed as though his dreams were out of reach. But through it all, Joseph remained faithful. He trusted in God's plan, even when it didn't make sense. And in the end, everything came together. Joseph's time in slavery and prison wasn't wasted. It was preparing him for the role of leadership that would save nations. Like Joseph, your waiting period is not wasted. It's a time of preparation. God is aligning the right opportunities, the right people, and the right timing to bring your purpose to life. And while you wait, He's working on you, refining your character, building your resilience, and teaching you to trust Him completely. Patience is not just about waiting, it's about how you wait. Are you waiting with faith, or are you waiting with frustration? The Bible reminds us in James 1:2-4 that patience has a purpose. It says, "Let patience have its perfect work, that you may be perfect and complete, lacking nothing. Your patience is not just a test, it's a tool for growth. During this time, it's essential to focus on what you can do to grow spiritually and emotionally. Prayer, reflection, and seeking God's guidance are crucial. Use this waiting period to strengthen your relationship with God. Dive into His Word, spend time in prayer, and listen for His voice. These practices will not only bring you peace, but also prepare you for the blessings ahead. It's also important to recognize that waiting often brings challenges. The enemy will try to sow seeds of doubt, fear, and discouragement. He wants you to believe that nothing will change, that your efforts are in vain. But don't fall for those lies. Remember, the enemy wouldn't be working so hard to discourage you if you weren't on the brink of something extraordinary. Think of David before he faced Goliath. As a young shepherd, he spent countless hours alone, tending to sheep and protecting them from wild animals. That time in the wilderness might have seemed insignificant, but it was preparing him for his moment of destiny. When the time came to face Goliath, David didn't hesitate because he had already developed the skills, courage, and faith he needed during his time of waiting. Your waiting period is doing the same for you. It's equipping you with the tools you'll need for the challenges and opportunities ahead. It's teaching you patience, resilience, and trust. And most importantly, it's drawing you closer to God. Another important aspect of this journey is learning to let go of control. As chosen ones, we often want to know every detail of God's plan. We want to see the full picture, to understand why things are happening the way they are. But faith doesn't work that way. Faith is about trusting in what you cannot see, believing that God's plan is better than anything you could imagine. Proverbs 3:5-6 reminds us to trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your paths straight. Letting go of control is not about giving up. It's about giving into God's will. It's about surrendering your plans for His, knowing that His timing and His ways are perfect. You may not understand why certain things are happening in your life right now, but trust that every moment is part of a bigger plan. The delays, the detours, and the disappointments are not the end of your story. They are just chapters in a greater narrative. As you wait, hold on to hope. Hope is the anchor that keeps you steady when the storms of life try to pull you away. Romans 8:24-25 says, "For in this hope we were saved. But hope that is seen is no hope at all. Who hopes for what they already have? But if we hope for what we do not yet have, we wait for it patiently." Your hope is a testament to your faith. It's a declaration that you trust in God's promises even when you can't see them yet. And that hope will sustain you through the waiting, reminding you that the best is yet to come. Remember, chosen ones, your waiting is not in vain. It's a sacred time, a time of growth and preparation. Embrace it with faith and trust, knowing that God is working behind the scenes to bring your purpose to life. The breakthrough you've been waiting for is closer than you think, and when it comes, it will be worth every moment of the wait. Chosen ones, your journey has not been easy, and it was never meant to be. Every trial, every tear, and every unanswered question has been shaping you into the person you were destined to become. You are not here by accident, and your struggles are not meaningless. They are a testament to the greatness within you, the purpose you were created to fulfill. Think back on everything you've endured, the moments when you felt like giving up, when you questioned why life was so hard, and when you wondered if anyone understood your pain. Those moments were not failures, they were lessons. They were reminders that you are stronger than you think and that you were built to overcome. Your life is a story of resilience, hope, and transformation. You faced challenges that would have broken others, yet here you are, still standing, still fighting. That's not by coincidence, that's by design. You've been chosen for a purpose, and every step of your journey has been leading you closer to fulfilling it. But here's the most important thing to remember. Your struggles are not the end of your story. They are the foundation for something extraordinary. The waiting, the hardships, and the doubts are all part of the preparation. When the time is right, everything will fall into place, and you'll understand why you had to go through what you did. God's timing is perfect, and His plans for you are greater than anything you could imagine. He has been with you every step of the way, even in the moments when you felt most alone. And as you move forward, He will continue to guide you, strengthen you, and prepare you for the incredible purpose that lies ahead. So, chosen ones, hold on to hope. Trust in the process, even when it doesn't make sense. Keep moving forward, even when the path feels uncertain. And remember, you are not alone. There is a reason for everything you've experienced, and the breakthrough you've been waiting for is closer than you think. Let your faith be your anchor, and your hope be your guide. You were chosen for a reason, and your life has a purpose that will impact not only you, but those around you. Stay strong, stay faithful, and keep believing that the best is yet to come. Your journey is far from over. It's just beginning. And when you step into the fullness of your purpose, you'll look back on everything you've endured and see how it all led you to this moment. Remember, you are chosen, and the blessings that await you are worth every challenge you've faced. Stay true to your calling and let your light shine for the world to see.